Hello friends, welcome to the channel of Digital to Real. Today we are going to discuss about the serial ladder. We are going to design two serial ladder with two different methods. So let's start with what is serial ladder and when we will prefer the serial adder in place of parallel adder. Serial adders are though slower in comparison to parallel adder, but they are very much economically efficient one because they need less component in order to be built. What happens in serial adder? In serial adder, we add 2 bits at a time in one clock cycle. Bits are added in a pair at a time in one clock cycle. Suppose we have two numbers. Both are of n bit each. So a and b are the two numbers. So bits are a n minus 1 to a0 and b n minus 1 to b0. Before we design the block diagram of the adder FSM, we will have two shift registers with us in order to store the two binary numbers which I have spoken about. Now let us see how would the block diagram of the serial ladder would look like. Generalized block diagram I am talking about. So here I have two registers, shift register A and shift register B. A is of n bits, B is also of n bits. And for every clock pulse, one bit of register A and one bit of register B would come out at A and B position. And they would be going to a adder circuit which we will design now using the FSM, finite state machine. So this adder, what it would give out? It would give out the sum bits also, and the sum bits will be then fed into a shift register, right shift register, in order to store the sum bit values. So the sum bits S move from the output of the adder FSM to a shift register truth table. Okay, where the CI is the carry input and A and B are the output coming out from the shift register. G state when CI is 0 and H state when the CI is 1, and CI plus 1 is the feedback. Okay, which will be the output of a flip-flop or output of a register, and it would be fed back to CI. So you see 0 0 same state when AB is 0 0 0 0. AB is 0 1, input here again it is 0. If I see with the transition from CI to CI plus 1 with respect to AB and S, what I spoke about, AB and S. So 0 0 0, next state would be 0 only. 0 1 1, next state again would be 0 only. 1 0 1, next state again would be 0 only. So when the transition will happen, when A plus B both are 1 1 and sum bit is 0, then the transition will happen to the carry bit would be 1. Okay, so transition will happen here from G to H. In other cases, it will remain in G only. Now, for H, when H state, okay, 0 0 1, it would be which state? G state. That means H to G's transition will happen for this state. For other three, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Present state is also 1. Next state is also 1 for 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So for all these states, it would remain in the H state only. Okay. So this is how we have built, you see, G and H. It would go to G to H would happen from 1, 1, 0. S to G will happen from 0, 0, 1. Okay. And this is how it would be. When would remain in the G state? We understood 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 and 1, 0, 1. You see, for all the 3 states. Now when would remain in that state? These 3 states. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Understood? Now we will move to state table for the serial adder FSM. So, you see, this is the present state of Ci. Next state will be Ci plus 1 of carry. Present state of carry, next state of carry. And this is the output. Okay, and what are these? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. They are AB bit values. So, G is the state when carry is 0. H is the state when the carry is 1. So far, you understood actually when the transition will happen from the state diagram, no? We understood when the presence is, it is 0, 0. It is 0, 0. AB is 0, 0. If carry is 0, it would remain at the 0. It would remain at 0. If AB is 0, 0, Ci is 0, next state of Ci plus 1 would be 0. When the AB is 0, 1, you see AB is 0, 1, carry is 0. AB is 0, 1, carry is 0. Next state of Ci plus 1 would be G only, 0 only, 0 state only. G state only where the carry is 0. When the present Ci is 0, AB is 1, 0. AB is 1, 0. Ci is 0. It would remain in which state? It would remain in carry state only. Okay. When it is 0, AB is 1, 1. Next state would be high. Similarly, when carry is 1 and AB is 0, 0, next state would be G. When the carry is 1, AB is 0, 1, next step would be H. In this way, these two are also evaluated. Now the output sum value. Sum value, how you found out? Sum value, this 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 are actually AB values. Understood? Sum value, how did we find the sum value? You see, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. These are the AB value. You see, AB and the corresponding Ci value. AB value 1, 1, 0. When carry is 1, AB is 0, 0. Sum is 1, 1, 0, 1. Sum is 0, 1, 1, 0. Sum is 0, 1, 1, 1. Sum is 1. Already, the truth table we have written CIAB, sum and Ci plus 1. Okay, you see 0, 0, 0, sum is 0, carry bit is 0, 0, 0, 1, sum is 1, carry is 0. This is with a pre-carry value, okay. And next carry value is evaluated and sum value is also evaluated. I have got the sum. You see, sum I have got and the carry also I have got. Now you see I have put this is what you call the K map for the sum. I have put at what value of CIAB? S is 1. It is 1 at the value 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0. And this is CI, A and B. CI exclusive or A exclusive or B. Now you see here it is CI, here it is AB. It is the K map for CI plus 1. Okay. For this value, this and this value, I have got the K map values AB, CIB plus CIA. Okay. And how it would now the adder FSM, how it would look? It is a 1-bit full adder, would give us the sum, would give us the CI plus 1. Next carry, D flip-flop is for storing that one, scoring the CI plus 1 value and giving us CI 1 plus value is given to the D flip-flop. D flip-flop would give the value CI in the next clock pulse and it would go to the full adder. C is the carries, 1 is the feedback. And carry is evaluated on the basis of A, B and the previous value of carry. Okay, now I will show you the actual diagram. Here we spoke about the serial register for A value. Here I have the serial register for B value. This is actual diagram, design. This is actual design of serial adder. Okay, this is the actual design of the serial adder by method 1. So serial adder, serial register is there for A. Here is the serial register is there for B. There are 3 inputs to the register A. Okay, shift right is there. CP is actually the clock input is there. Okay. Shift right input is given to the register to shift it. And clock input is also given because the shifting should happen along with the clock pulse. And the same clock pulse, what I am doing? I am doing the AND of these two. Here you see for shift register A and shift register B, both will have the same shift right and CP input. They are synchronized. They are together given to shift register A, shift register B, so that A and B come out at the correct bit positions. We are doing the AND of these two. And what I am doing, after doing AND, I am giving it to the clock input of the D flip-flop, so that CI plus 1 is evaluated. Okay. Here A is given, B is given, and actually the CI goes to here. Then CI plus 1 comes out here at the next clock pulse. What is the carry value? And CI plus 1 becomes the CI and is go to the full adder circuit. Full adder gives the output of the sum, give the output carry. Okay. So actually I can write this one as CI plus 1 and this one I can write it as CI. So this is CI, this is CI plus 1. CI plus 1 becomes the CI for the next clock pulse when the addition actually happens in the full adder circuit. Okay. And here the sum and here is the carry. What I spoken about for storing the sum value, also I need a shift register. But what I did is that here the shift register A only I am designing it to store the sum value. We are shifting right. So whatever value that comes, it would be moving to the, is occupying to the MSB. And it would continuously shift right. Actually the shift register A would store the value of S, sum. Okay. So this is how is the design of the serial ladder. Hope I am able to make you understand the serial ladder diagram, block diagram for the first case.